What is up, guys? Yeah, Not the Worst here, bringing you a little Black Desert Online video, and we're just going to talk about the new update coming out tomorrow, Underwater Ruins. Pretty excited for that, as anyone would be for a new release. We've seen the cinematic when we talked about it last week, when they announced a couple weeks ago when they announced the actual release date, and they've got some new info on the website, and then kind of going to talk about what I think about it and some plans for it. I do plan on recording a bit of it and showing you guys some stuff, and then I'll be live streaming it as well. So we've got some different spots coming up. We have Potty Cave here, whatever, with the recommended AP 170, which seems like you can get these bad boy red shards here, and good old rainbow coral ring, the consolation prize from Vel, and that is north of Velia at Weta Island. You got these homies right here chilling. I expect that spot to be fairly popular, but not quite as popular as this one, because it's going to be a lot more accessible to a lot of players and drops the Tungrad ring as well as the black shard. Ancient creature scale, I'm not sure what that item does, but we know what black shard plus red shards do. And it's got these guys here. This area in general is a bit tankier. I was watching some videos of it than what you would think for a recommended AP of a 220 zone. I expect this place to be pretty highly contested when it comes out, but we'll kind of see as that goes. Then we have Secrea, which is the big boy, 270 AP, the new Histria, if you will, for this zone. And this is where I'm going to be at. I've been trying to stockpile some Caphras to get into my armor, because as I understand it, these guys hit very, 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 very hard, much more difficult than Histria and Achman. And that place can be a little tricky if you don't have the rotation down. And of course, the first few days, everybody's going to be trying to kind of figure out decent rotations, except for the players that have already learned them from Korean players that already exist. But yeah, so this place drops the Ancient Creature Scale. Again, I'm not exactly sure what that does, but I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know. Obviously, red and black shard combined into the Tungrad ring, or you can just get the Tungrad ring drop. From what I've seen from some Korean player feedback, the Tungrad ring is about the same drop rate as you would expect from the actual Tungrad, the other Tungrad items, Tungrad earring and whatnot, when grinding in previous zones. And then we have a good old boss monster residing in the Secrea Underwater Ruins, Cicrid. Seems like that name's not necessarily too super creative, or like Secrea Ruins, Underwater Ruins, whatever. Cicrid. Collect and arrange ancient... Oh, there you go. There's what your ancient creature scales do. There you go. So it's kind of like a scroll monster, if you will, to make and form an ancient creature which can be used to release Cicrid from its seal. Interesting. And then he can, of course, drop the same thing that everything in these ruins drop. So pretty excited to see this zone. I think it looks really cool overall when you're looking at that cinematic. It's really, really interesting. Definitely a different take in general from what we normally see in a lot of the BDO areas. It's pretty, not quite Kama Sylvia pretty, but just the whole underwater theme I think is actually a pretty neat take on things in general. And there's some new gathering stuff, as I understand it, as well, for these zones coming out too. So yeah, pretty hyped to see that. I'm sure we're going to have some kind of seal event. If you're not familiar with what those are, typically when we have a new area released in BDO, they have some, when they had the Dregan seals, and you collect them and you can turn them in for different rewards and stuff, which is usually pretty good, like extra black stones, or I can't remember if it had like sharps or hards or whatnot too, but it'll be kind of interesting to see what they have. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to figure out a rotation stuff, trying to get the skills down. I will be recording what I'm doing throughout the week, because I can't really live stream this week, and I do expect it to be pretty busy as well. And then this weekend I'll definitely be live streaming some of the new zones as well, despite how super busy they're going to be, especially in the upper area. Then if you see up at the tab, they do have Star's End, of course. We've got coming soon. Just kind of silly to me in general. Like, why did you put this here? Just so that you could say it, but then put coming soon. You could at least put like a background splash page or something, but whatever. Let's not get too nitpicky with Black Desert in the meantime, where at least we're getting a new zone. That'll be pretty cool. So yeah, I also recommend trying to pick up some Caphras stones. I think people are going to be pretty surprised with how hard these mobs are hitting in general. Other speculation things, I expect, despite the Hoom pricing having come down drastically over the last couple of weeks, although I have no idea how that happened, I expect that they should go up quite a bit. People are going to be breaking crystals, and you're going to need a Hoom set for this in general. So if you haven't picked up yours already, I highly recommend you do that like now. Before that happens. I do expect Hooms to go up. And that being said, you could also take advantage of farming Shuriken or Blood Wolves or something and getting some Hooms if they do indeed go up in price, as I'm predicting. Also, expect Vipers to be pretty sold out. I'm really anticipating people breaking stuff. I stocked up 2 extra Vipers just in case I suck at life, which I do sometimes, and I do have a stockpile of Whom, so I'll be okay either way. But yeah, I just thought I'd pass that little tidbit along to you guys if you haven't thought about that, how crystals are going to play out with the new zones. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I want to hear, what do you guys think about the new zone? It'll be out obviously tomorrow. We'll talk about it on the patch notes briefly and all the new stuff there. Tomorrow's probably going to be a pretty long patch notes video, so it'll probably be out later in the day, but I'll try and get out as early as I can for you around work times as well. But what do you guys think about the new zone? You excited for it? Don't care? Or, you know, what do you think? Who's going for Tet Tungrad rings like out of the gate? I expect they're going to be really expensive, really difficult to get in the meantime. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to like it if you did enjoy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new here, so you get updates whenever a new video goes live. And that is gonna be it for this video. Oh, also, if you want to catch us on the live stream while I'll be streaming at Secrea this weekend, the link to the Twitch page is in the description below. There on Twitch, so you can just jump over to that page and drop a follow in there, so you'll get a notification on Twitch whenever I do go live. It is typically 7 p.m. Eastern on Saturdays and 1 p.m. Eastern-ish on Sundays, just depending on how late the Saturday night stream goes. And yeah, Sunday streams do also include like some Vel and stuff like Vel. I typically don't stream long enough to get to Garmoth at the end, but yeah, so with bosses, and then in between that, we're going to be mostly grinding the new zones as well. I don't think we'll do any enhancing in the meantime, but maybe I'll change my mind. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.